today I'm going to tell you that you aren't all-knowing, okay? Because when you get in self-improvement, you have this beginning phase when you think that you're just so much better than the average person, because I feel like it comes naturally. This hatred for who you used to be is going to get redirected at the people who are still regular people, still people in self-improvement, right? You're going to get into this us versus them mentality, right? And it's like, me as a content creator, it's good for me, right? Like, I want you to have this us versus them dynamic. I want you to feel like you're part of some club that's better than everyone else, right? But with this us versus them feeling comes the feeling of ego, the feeling that you know everything, right? So, there's this thing called the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? And it's like, it goes something like this. Confidence, time, right? So it's like, if like at the beginning, like you're like here, right? Like you're not confident at all. But then you get some knowledge and you think you know everything. You're like this, right? You're like on this high point. But then comes the moment of humbling, when you go like this, right? This is the Dunning-Kruger effect, okay? And if you have this feeling of ego, if you have this feeling of hatred towards people who aren't in self-improvement, who aren't exercising, sleeping well, whatever, then you're right here, right? Because if you're someone who's here, or even further, this is the person who just doesn't care, right? Who just focuses on themselves, right? If you have this confidence, then you're naturally going to think that you know a lot, which you don't, because you're still like, look, this is like the amount of time you've spent actually on self-improvement. It's not a lot, right? So you don't really know all that much. You can't really give someone advice on exercising unless they want, of course, unless they want it, right? But you can't just give advice to a random person if you still look like shit, right? Like, if you're at the gym and you still look like shit, you don't at least like have that V-taper, then it's like, how can you give advice, right? I mean, you can, but are they really going to listen to you? Not really, right? So, you aren't all knowing. And I'll give you an example. So, I do plyometrics, I do exercises with the goal of jumping higher, right? Because I train volleyball. And I always thought to myself, oh yeah, I need 48 hours of rest between workouts, right? But for some reason, I thought that because I need 48 hours, that I need to do one workout on Monday, and then the next workout, like at the earliest, can be on Thursday. It's like, if you think about it, doesn't make sense, because it's actually like more like 70 hours instead of 48, right? And it was ChatGPT that told me recently, like I think it was like yesterday, that there is literally 48 hours between Monday and Wednesday. Like if you do your first workout at 5 p.m. on a Monday, and then the second one on 6 p.m. on a Wednesday, then it's 49 hours of rest in between, right? Which was just like, I just felt so stupid, right? And I just thought I was so good at exercising, and I was so good at, even like telling how much time there is between different things. But it was really a humbling experience, and this is why I'm doing this video, right? This is why I'm recording it. You don't really know all that much, right? Like, there always can be this, like, if you're like right here, then there's always like this person who's all the way like right there, and is going to tell you that no, you don't know shit, right? Or like even this person down here, right? Like, you're going, I remember, I have a friend who got into the gym recently, right? I mean recently, it's been a year, right? But it was a year ago. But that time I was already exercising for like 3 years, right? So that friend was here, I was like right here, yeah. And it's like he was just giving advice, like he was some guru, right? And I don't even remember what I said, but I said something that instantly humbled him, so he instantly went from this to this, right? And you actually want this. You actually want to go from here to here as quick as possible. Because if you're here, then you're only going to get more confident as time goes on. Like, you want this. You want this. You want to experience this so you can experience this. Right? So if you think that you know shit unless you've been doing something for like 5+ years, then you probably don't know a lot, right? And this is coming from me, right? Like, I've been on self-improvement for about 4 years, but I don't know a lot about it. I'm like right here when it comes to self-improvement, right? There's tons of people who are over there. So that was all from me. Remember, you're not all knowing. Sleep well, do better, and I see you. Ba-boom.